Hello everyone, this is me Aaditya and you have been watching Helping Hands. In today's video, we shall be discussing about some tips on public speaking. We shall be discussing about the ways how to prepare a public speech and to deliver it in front of a mass without hesitation. So, let's start the video. Public speaking is the way of speaking something, the task of speaking something in front of a mass. Does not matter what the thing actually is. It may be a debate, it may be a simple speech, or it may be just a simple announcement that one has to make in front of a mass. When a mass is gathered in front of someone, he cannot speak in front of them. The greatest fear of the world is the fear of public speaking. Many people all over the world feel the fear of speaking in front of a mass. They may not be fearful of snakes, they may not be fearful of other things, but they are fearful of the thing that they should not be of actually. I think public speaking is not a fearful task. If you have to make people understand what you are actually feeling from inside or what you want them to understand, it is not big stuff actually. Speaking something in order to make people understand it or in order to make people with you is not a big task if you do it in a proper way. The first time I spoke, my legs also trembled, my mind also became empty. But now, while I speak, things come into my mind and my legs do not tremble a lot. Actually they do, but I am able to control the trembling of my legs. I am able not to show the mass who I am facing that my legs are trembling. I am able to show the mass who I am facing that my mind is not empty. Ideas come into my mind whenever I speak now. I remember the first time I spoke, I was in grade 5th of my school, and there was a farewell program organized for our principal who was leaving the school. And I was told that I had to speak about him about half an hour before the program was to start. I was called on the stage, and when I went on the stage, I still remember the speech that I had given. I had told he is a very good teacher. He was a teacher of science, but he also taught us maths. I remember these sentences I used there, and during the time when I stood there, I was thinking that I have been frozen. I could not speak even for a minute, and I have to leave the speech there. But now when I speak, this does not happen. Due to regular practice, you become confident, and when you become confident, you are able to face the mass. When you become confident, things come into your mind, ideas come into your mind whenever you speak. When you become confident, the legs do not tremble a lot. The trembling of legs will not stop, but it can be reduced. You can not show the trembling of your legs to the people if you want, and you want that when you become confident. So the basic ingredient of being a good public speaker is to become confident, and to become confident one needs to practice. So practicing will make you confident, and being confident you can master public speaking. So mastering public speaking is not just limited to being confident. If you are very much confident, you may have seen many people who are very much confident and they do not have a proper way of language. They get on the stage, they speak whatever they like, but people do not want to hear them. You may have seen those people. I too have seen. A person should not be such a speaker who people do not like to hear. If you are delivering a speech and if you find even a single person not interested in your speech, you need to understand that your speech is not the important. You have tried to make it. Your speech should be that much interactive that no single person in the mass should not be such who is not attracted to you during your speech. And for a good speaker, a language must be chosen that the mass needs to understand, that the mass can understand. The words that the person chooses to speak must be the words that the mass can understand, because he or she has been speaking in order to make the mass clear about some concept, in order to make the mass hear what she wants them to hear. We can learn various things from various people all over the globe who are good public speakers. We can learn that the way they speak is more important than what they speak. What you speak is less important than how you speak it. If you speak very nice statements but you do not have confidence, you cannot maintain a good body language, you cannot maintain eye contact to the people who you are talking to, if you cannot engage with the people as you engage with your family and friends, your speech will not be better. But in case you do not have a good content of your speech, but you are able to maintain a good body posture, you are able to manage eye contact to the people, you are able to face the people as you face your family and friends, then your speech will obviously be better in the second case than the first one. Lord Krishna, you may have read Mahabharata, you may have watched it, and you may have noticed that Lord Krishna was a great public speaker, making Arjuna understand that this world was moving when Arjun was not present here and will be moving when Arjun will not be here. Making Arjun understand the concept of Gita was not a simple task. A person who had left his arms and ammunitions and was trying not to continue the war, a person who was bounded by the love of his family members, a person who was thinking that the war he was going to participate in was going to take the lives of his own people, thinking that he had left his arms and ammunitions. But Lord Krishna made him understand that the people who he was going to kill were just the clothes of the souls who are immortal. He made Arjun understand that the souls are immortal. The souls have not got birth and they are not going to die. And this was not an easy task, making such a warrior the greatest warrior of his time. Arjun was the greatest warrior of his time, and making such a great warrior understand something and making him change the way of thought was not a small task. So Lord Krishna was also a very brilliant public speaker actually. Likely everyone who people follow are good public speakers. So public speaking is something that you do to make people move with you. A good leader is a good public speaker because a good leader is the one who makes people follow him. That's why the main thing that a speaker should be focused on is to make his speech such a speech that people want to follow him. Likely, another thing that we need to understand while delivering a speech is that when we get on the stage and we stare at the people even without doing something for a while, we should not lose our confidence. For example, you got on the stage and suddenly someone told that the program is not going to be continued. At that time you shall be on the stage, people shall be staring at you, you may be staring at the people, or something else might happen in such a way that you and people are in eye contact. You have been seeing the people have been seeing you, they have been waiting you to speak. Like sometimes you are speaking something and in the middle your mind is not going to tell you something, is not telling you something. At the time you should not lose confidence. The basic thing is not to lose confidence. I'm going to share a story with you. I have been a participant of Public Speaker Nepal Season 2, and in the qualifying round, I had passed the audition round, and in the qualifying round, there were around 87 participants. Among 1000 participants, 87 participants were there in the qualifying round, and each participants were classified into some groups, and to those groups some themes were given upon which the person had to make a topic and to deliver a speech. I was the last speaker of that qualifying round. Actually, something happened like this. They selected people by putting some papers in a ball, and each had to select one, and some numbers were given to them, and the last number that anyone would get, he would be the last speaker serially. So I and another person, I do not remember the name, we two got the same paper. That is, we got the papers and the numbers were same. So there came a discussion, and it was sorted out by bringing another paper that was numbered with a different thing. Likely there was 87 participants, so if I had got 65, he had also got 65, and then again a paper of something like 89 was brought, and two papers, one of 89 and one of 65 was put, and we had to select them. I selected the 89 and he selected the 65, so he got his position 65, and I had to speak as the last speaker. And when I went on the stage, the producer told the cameraman to stop, and they discussed. When I went on the stage, I had spoken a line, and then they did this. They stopped the program for about 1 or 2 minutes. They had a discussion, and they again told restart the program. During that 1 or 2 minutes time, I was standing on the stage. People had been staring me. I had been staring people. I was standing in front of Rajesh Hamal, Salu Joshi Shrestha, and Bhima Arjunacharya. In the meantime of 1 or 2 minutes, my mind got emptied, and after the time when they told to restart the speech, my mind was totally empty. Whatever I have delivered in that speech was whatever came into my mind on the spot. I will give you the link. You can check it out there, and please tell me in the comment section how I have spoken. So in the meantime, I lost my confidence. You may see me by repeating some words. I repeated because and but most of the times. Similarly, I could not be friendly to the people. I could not speak as much as I had thought I would speak, and it was because I could not manage myself, not losing confidence in the meantime when the program was stopped. That was some technical difficulties, I guess, due to which the program was stopped. But in any case, if the program is stopped, or if your mind does not give you instructions what to speak, what to do during a speech, you should not lose confidence, you should not lose hope, because your mind will certainly regain and will give you some ideas on which you can speak. My mind gave me ideas using which I spoke. I could not speak what I had thought I would speak, but I spoke something that was originally from my mind. The previous data might be from internet, some of its data might be from internet, some of its data might be from somewhere I had studied, but on the spot, whatever I spoke was the creation of a mind. So the basic thing that I told is that while speaking, you need to be confident, and being confident is from practicing. So practicing will make you confident, and being confident will help you maintain your body posture, eye contact, and a perfect voice modulation, due to which how you speak will be better than what you speak, and your speech will be best what you can. It will be best according to your capacity. So in today's video, we shall be discussing this much. I shall be with you in the next video. Till then, I request you to like this video, to hit the like button if you like this video, and to press the subscribe button so that you shall get latest updates about my latest uploads, and I shall remain motivated so that I shall keep uploading videos for you. Thank you very much.